Let's talk about the African Games just concluded after a thrilling 3 weeks of big highs and barely any low. Hearts were crushed, dreams were made, and smiles were seen, and medals, tons of them, won by athletes for themselves and national pride at the 2023 African Games in Ghana. One could not have asked for better games as the curtains were drawn in style with a spectacular closing ceremony. For Nigeria, a new generation of athletes have stepped into the limelight, showcasing remarkable performances and pointing at a promising future for the country's sport. It is evident that Nigeria's steaming sport-loving population will soon look forward to a passing of the baton from the likes of Tobi Amuson, Ese Brume, and Chukwebuka and Nekochi to a new generation of athletes following the amazing performances of some young stars at the Games. And at the end of competition, Team Egypt finished top of the medal table, as you can see on your screen now, with a total of 192 medals, 103 gold, 47 silver, and 42 bronze medal. And Team Nigeria in a distant second, I must say, with a total of 121 medals, 47 gold, 34 silver, and 40 bronze medals. South Africa, Algeria, and Tunisia would complete the top 5 on the medal table, while Ghana, you can see, are in 6th position with 69 medals in total. Morocco, Ethiopia, Mauritius, and Kenya are making up the top 10 on the continent in that order. All right, let's have on the program now. Let's see pictures of Team Nigeria returning from the game. Yes, the team returned to Nigeria on Sunday evening in company of officials and, of course, the Minister of Sports, Senator John Eno, who was with the team in Ghana and accompanied the contingent back to the country. They touched down in Abuja, and those are pictures of Team Nigeria arriving in the country.
33 years. You made it. 33 years. You broke the record. Minister, you broke the record. Welcome. And I'm here. Thank you. Yes.
Well, what I can say is that those preparations have actually started. One of the things that helped us in this, game that we just completed is that very early I set up a committee. I call it the Serial Performance, Podium Performance Committee. That committee has been tireless. That committee went through all the training camps that we had, no matter how short those camps lasted. That committee was everywhere, in all the games and all the sports. Before I took about an 8-hour road trip to go to Cape Coast to go and visit the female team, the Falconers. That committee has gone there ahead of me. So they have been, and in the meetings I've had with that committee, they have also confessed to me that the sports that listened to them from the beginning, actually the sports that also did well in the African Games. That committee is not just about the African Games, it's also about the Olympics, the Paralympics, and all of that. What we need to double our efforts in terms of how serious we take this committee and other efforts.
Correspondent Janefrances Nweze is live on the program from Abuja. Jane, we understand that the Ministry of Sports instructed members of Team Nigeria not to talk to the press, not discuss issues that concerns their welfare at the games in Ghana. I mean, have you been able to find out from the ministry or the athletes why that instruction was given?
Well, before even the team went to Ghana, doing a report around the team preparation was a bit of a challenge also, promise. So you go to the team where they are training, the coaches are saying the ministry gave them as part of the camp rules not to talk to the press. And some will tell you it's because they haven't kitted, they're wearing, various things, and it would not be good for production and for the general image of the team Nigeria. So until they get kitted, you come back to the ministry and the ministry says, no, they did not give any order like that to the athletes. And now the team is also back. The same thing is happening. However, this time around, the ministry are not responding, to any contact for them. But basically, when you take the camera off the faces of this team members, they tell you that, they don't want, they are scared that the athletes or officials will start talking about maybe some things they feel are not so decent about the welfare of the team and all that. So these things are not new, but yeah, that's what it is.
You just mentioned something very instructive. That's when you take the cameras off the athletes, they say things that they do not want to say on camera. When you took the cameras off them, what were they saying? What did they tell you, Jane?
Well, so the major thing is that they don't want to be quoted, but they just imply it has to do with, welfare. Although one of the athletes confirmed that they had paid them both the local allowance, which was what the pre-tournament camping for. Some of the people stayed 2 weeks, some of the people stayed 3 weeks. The ministry had paid local camping allowance and also the camping allowance for Ghana. But however, they are yet to get the medal, rewards for the medals that they won. So that's the one outstanding payment that they have confirmed. It's still that they haven't gotten. But of course, during the games, they stayed in one of the hostels provided by the LOC in Ghana. So I think that part of the welfare is taken care of. They did not talk about that. But for the financial welfare of the team, that's just the much I was able to gather from the camp this morning.
Just before the games, Jane, I was privileged to speak with a number of our federation presidents, and they all complained bitterly about the preparations for the African Games. Yes, the Team Nigeria did so well, amassing 121 medals in all. But some persons will say the performance of the Nigerian contingent may be as a result of the plethora of talents that we have. But the performance was never in tandem with the preparations to the games. I mean, federation presidents told me the preparations were bad. The feeding for the athletes before the games was nothing to write home about. And the feelers from Nigerian camp was really nothing to write home about. But information reaching us now has it that gold medalists, talking about the athletes, will earn $3,000. Silver medalists will earn $2,000, and bronze medalists will earn $1,000. Have the athletes been able to confirm if any of them have received these monies, or they have been told that they will get these monies?
Well, last week, because they started arriving in batches, when your sports, the event for your sports is over, you come back. So I know that badminton, sports like badminton came back quite early, rather, and some other sports. But so for the discrepancies was that the ministry was offering to pay in naira, and they are saying that they were supposed to get the money in dollars, because that's what that's what the practice have been. But I guess because of some of the monetary policies currently, maybe the ministry is finding it difficult to get the to pay in dollars. But that's the feelers we were getting from the athletes last week, that they understand that they will be paid, but it's going to be in naira. However, confirmation if they have been paid everything is still a bit sketchy. And then you talk about also the complaints from the federation officials before the tournament. Yes, one of the media directors of the Sporting Federation, said that the welfare in camp was nothing to write home about. Supply of toiletries was the worst they have seen since they have started being in camp. And then most of the athletes, you ask them about the experience. They talk about the fact that preparation was too short for them. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, like I said earlier, and they're asking for a longer preparation time and even travel tours ahead of the Olympics, because Olympics is around the corner. Some of the teams, like volleyball, have qualified for the Olympics, and we would not want a situation where also the team will be brought into the camp 2 weeks ahead of the Olympics, and then we'll just go there and start depending on the skills and experiences of these athletes. Good enough, you had the sports minister saying when the team came back that for the next games, preparations would start early. I hope we can hold him on those words ahead of the Olympics.
All right, it's one thing to talk and it's another to act. We wish the sport ministry the very best, and Team Nigeria as well the very best. Whether they are paid in naira, in dollars, in Japanese yen, and in whatever currency, the most important thing is they should get paid. Thank you so much, Jane, for your time on the program today. Thank you.